Hello, I'm Matthew Zinman, founder of the Internship Institute. First and foremost, thank you very much for your interest to participate in our pilot study, which is paid for by the Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry. Let's jump right in and talk about our agenda over the next few minutes. First, a bit about us at a glance, then give you a program preview so you have the essentials right up front in our conversation here. More about the phase 2 and the purpose of this pilot program. What is it that we're giving? What is it that we're asking for in return? What are our target outcomes and next steps? So a bit about us at a glance. The Internship Institute focuses on making internships matter. We are on a mission to cultivate opportunity and prosperity for students, veterans, businesses, nonprofits, and communities across America. We believe that internships represent a modern-day missing link to bridge the gap between education and employment and create pathways of opportunity for veteran job creation and transition, among that for others as well. We're also the certifying body of internships, and we'll talk more about that over the next few minutes. So let's give you a preview of the program. There are really three purposes here. First and foremost, at the heart of it, is that we're seeking to develop a new occupation to create thousands of jobs for U.S. veterans, as well as to self-sustain our nonprofit. We're also launching an internship installation kit that will ensure that is a fully turnkey solution to scale internships across America. And then we are also fine-tuning our certification practices based on our blueprint for internship success. Now, the internship installation kit also leads us to a certification training workshop whereby you'll also get comprehensive resource materials and our ongoing technical support. The value of this program to you is somewhere in the range of $7,500, but I actually think you'll find it to be worth much more than that. In return, we're asking that you go through this pre-program orientation, do the intakes, complete the program as prescribed, being that it is a pilot study. Provide us with ongoing collaborative feedback. We need you to befriend us. We need your partnership to help us improve and validate what it is that we're doing here. Your participation in the first 30 days or so, which is really all the grant involves, is about 7 hours. Again, we'll talk more about that in the next few minutes. And then as an outcome of our success, we're hoping that you'd be interested in doing a case study and get some positive public relations in conjunction with the program. Our model, therefore, focuses on hiring veterans to become our training corps, and they work with employers to set up successful internship programs, which then create more opportunities for other veterans and students and those seeking to have stepping stones to employment. Now, we mentioned this being a phase 2 pilot, and so it makes sense to share with you what is phase 1. Well, several years ago, we were funded by a federal grant from the U.S. Department of Labor called the Internship Seeding Initiative, and across northeastern Pennsylvania, we installed or planted about 100 internship programs. And the results of those were very successful. After the first 2 years, it was reported that we achieved a 92% rate of continuity. That means those programs were still going strong. And even more so is that they led to jobs. Nearly 60% of the interns that participated received job offers and went on to permanent employment. So in short, what we do works, and it's proven through the first grant. And we're about to do it even better with your help. We can make internships matter together. So the phase 2 Veteran Training Corps. This is rooted in the fact that nearly 7 in 10 veterans say that finding your job is their greatest challenge upon returning from active duty. So here, we're seeking to create that occupation in several ways. First, with the reemployment grant, we are looking for our training corps, if we're looking at the job description, that they are internship technicians. They are program trainers, recruiters, certifiers, following our best practices. These are the transferable skills that make veterans perfect for our labor force as we roll out our programs. In addition to create the occupation and part of this pilot, we need to validate a number of different revenue streams that could come as a result of fleshing this out with you. That might be, will you have us recruit interns for you? Are you interested in having your interns go through our training program? The internship installation kit that we'll be giving you, well, what would that be worth to you if you were paying for it? We also have a resource portal that will help you administer the program. You're getting that with the grant as well, but what would you pay for that? And also the merit of our certification program to your recruiting brand. Overall, in validating these fee-for-services and having our veterans installing programs, this is what's going to self-sustain their jobs and our nonprofit organization and enable us to roll out across the country. Other purposes of the grant include our internship installation kit. You would be participating in different kinds of user trials. We're also refining our quality certification program. We have also been working over the years on an intern productivity study. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. And we are continuously improving what it is that we do with internship seating and then validate our operational self-sustainability. So let's talk about the internship installation kit we'll be providing you. This is really focused on a orientation for your supervisors and your mentors that relies on a compressed multimedia experience, relying on our blueprint for internship success. So we have guidebooks for supervisors and mentors in conjunction with the narrative video, the set of materials being the internship e-toolkit that we look forward to sharing more about. The post-training also involves project planning. This is really where we go beyond best practices to get into the mechanics of what makes an internship successful. It comes down to tasking your interns productively. So we have resources that will be walking you through and making it possible for you to do that most effectively. There's a certain way to do it right. We have formulas that we consider to be the DNA of internship success. And then from that, we've already proven through the first grant that a single supervisor can gain over 200 days of productivity in a year. That breaks down to that for every 1 hour that they invest in trading their time to have interns tasked effectively, they're going to gain 6 hours back in productivity. Okay, so that really covers a general overview. And now let's just really recap in terms of the specifics as we engage with you in what would be a memorandum of understanding for your participation. This covers across the training corps, veteran reemployment program, the internship installation kit, and our certification. Okay, so what we're calling a low-touch approach is really those participants, employers, who will just receive the kit. And will you be able to follow everything in it in such a way that you can install that program yourself? This will involve already in the hours that are allotted, the time that you're spending now to view this video, complete the intake, and then set up a 30-minute follow-up call with one of our team members. Then in receiving the kit might take you up to an hour to review the key instructions on how to install your internship program. really focusing again around the multimedia training session, which goes for about 90 minutes. The video and guidebook are about 60 of that, and then another 30 or so to do your project planning. And then we're going to want to do a post planning training questionnaire. Wow, that was tongue-tied. Also, we want to have a meeting with your team and then, again, be in close contact over those days. Maybe you need technical support, but at the 30-day mark, we want to do a post-training meeting with you, and that's about an hour, as well as some one-on-one discussions, be that with your program director or your supervisor and mentors as well. Then we'll look into potential case study development. Optional to you will be technical assistance calls. And then, as mentioned, there are fees for services outside of the grant, but not required for your participation here, that you may want to engage the Internship Institute and our veterans to accomplish for you. Now, building on the low touch is high touch. Here's where our Veteran Training Corps is going to come to your location and run this program for you. So we'll be a little bit more involved to do a gap analysis, do some pre-training with your program manager, walk you through that orientation, and then participate in that lunch and learn and helping you with your project planning task session. If you are an employer that is just starting an internship program, we're also want to need your CEO to buy into and be involved with our discussions. So this is ongoing collaboration as mutually defined, and then perhaps we'll extend the beta pilot with other offerings. So that is essentially your candidate orientation. I thank you again for your time. Please continue the several-minute intake and then schedule a meeting with you and us. And we look forward to having a more personable conversation together and hopefully working together. Thank you again.